Give people a few more minutes to join in. Happy National Diabetes Alert Day. I've been doing this program for about 10 years now, about spreading diabetes awareness and the healing benefits that you can receive from alternative medicines like seaweed caviar. So like I said, let's give them a few minutes to join the discussion. Get myself comfortable. I want to say thank you to the good people here at the Hampstead Library. The head librarian, Miss Lindsay, she made everything possible for me today. And I just want to give a big shout out to her. Say thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support, Montgomery County. So let's give them a few more minutes. Let me know who's here. And just hey to those of you who come after I stop going live. So thank you for coming. Just another minute and I'll get into it. This is going to be real quick. This isn't something drawn out all day long. I'm not trying to take up that much of your time. What I am trying to do though is use a few minutes of it to explain that eating the seaweed caviars, I've got the red and I've got the black. This comes from a Michelin-starred company, Paramount Caviar. They are the world's best tasting seaweed caviar. So a bunch of Michelin chefs can't be wrong. So I thought I would research it because I've been looking for a product, caviar actually, because I've been promoting the healing benefits of caviar. I found that it's preventing certain types of cancers from forming, but I also found out that it helps a diabetic as well. It helps regulate their blood sugar. It helps with the heart and the gut. I'm getting ready to get into it. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get into it right now. I want to say welcome to Seaweed Caviar Near Me. And I'm Tate. I am your seaweed caviar taste host today. And I'm just explaining, like I was telling you earlier, that Paramount Seaweed Caviar is a premium vegetarian alternative to the traditional fish roe. It's imported from Denmark and it's crafted from kelp extract, the seaweed extract. It's a sustainable, plant-based, and nutrient-rich product that's containing only about 3.5% salt, and it mimics the look and salty, briny taste of real caviar. It's commonly available in the black or the red. I find it to be delicious. It's yummy. It's really yummy. I'm a caviar lover. I love caviar. I really do. And like I said, I was researching for my healing practice because those of you know that I am an alternative health care practitioner. And I was starting a fish farm. I went out to Arkansas. I had obtained some property, and I was trying to find a cheaper fish, a more affordable, because caviar is expensive. It's marketed as a luxury eating when I find that it's necessity eating. It's not luxury. This stuff is necessity. It's not luxury. We do require it. The key characteristics of this is that the seaweed-based plant is suitable for vegans and people who aren't. It's for people who are looking for an alternative to the fish. Some people don't feel comfortable eating fish eggs. It's just something gets in their head and they're like, I can't eat fish babies. Well, this is the alternative to eating fish babies, and it's yummy. The appearance It's small. Let me grab my gloves here because I'm about to pop the tops and stuff like that, and I want to keep it sterile. If you know me, you know that I'm somebody that I don't play when it comes to you know health, clean stuff. So I'm gonna have to find something to poke this with. All right. So let me go ahead and put some gloves on because I'm about to open the jar and stuff, I want to share it. All right, everybody. So yes, it's small. It's shiny. It does appear jet black. Like caviar. It really mimics it. They did an excellent job, the producers of the product. So let me go ahead and pop this open for you, and let you get a good look of that. See that? Okay. And let you get okay. It's shiny jet black. It's also got red pearls as well. And I'll just put that taste on the spoon for later. All right. And got the red. And I want you to know, it better come sealed like this, because some of you are able to order some of the seaweed from me, and I ship it directly. It gets drop shipped directly to you from Paramount Caviar. So when you open the jar, if you don't see this seal and seal complete, I want you to call the police and let them know that somebody has tampered with your product. Okay, and that's clean. And then here's the red. Go ahead and put that on a spoon for tasting. I am offering free tasting here today from the hours of 11 and 12, and it's about 11:24, so they've got 30 more minutes to come on down. But if you don't make it in time, feel free to contact me via the Facebook. You can email me at seaweedcaviarnearme@outlook.com. You can also go visit my site. I have a site called seaweed-caviar-near-me.square.site. And you can go on there and schedule a taste or an event. I do cater. I got Ada potatoes going, and I got the briny pasta, and that's a yummy dish because I'm trying to come up with dishes. I'm pairing the seaweed with restaurant favorites. So like right now, the pasta, I'm going to pair it with Olive Garden. So if you love Olive Garden, and I'm only using their vegan sauces. So that's the Alfredo, that's the traditional marinara, and then the creamy mushroom. It comes with the minestrone soup, breadsticks, and their house salad. Okay, and then you get the whole jar. So if you want to mimic it at home yourself, you can. I'm also using Wendy's baked potatoes right now because, see, I'm growing my potatoes, and so until my potatoes grow, I had to find a healthy, sustainable, somebody that I know prides their product, and Wendy's does. Wendy's has a really nice baked potato with all the fixing, and I'll go get you a Wendy's baked potato, and I bring you a jar, black or red, it's your choice. And like I said, you can find that on the website, and you just simply email me that you would like it. I would send you an invoice, or you can just cash at me at Seaweed Caviar near me. You can do that, and or you can look at the website because I'm working with Square to try to get me partnered with DoorDash and Uber Eats. And they got a program called Neighborhoods on Cash App. So I got an appointment with those people to see about getting us on there so you can have it locally delivered to you. Now let's go ahead and get back to the key characteristics of the product here. The flavor profile of the seaweed, it's a delicate, briny, ocean-like flavor. I mean, do you eat seaweed? You do eat sushi. It's made out of the same stuff that they use to wrap the sushi in. They just make it different. They process it differently. Okay, so if you eat seaweed salad, same thing. It's just processed differently, and it's delicious. It's really delicious. It delivers a snap when you bite into this. When you bite into this stuff, it has like this snap pop to it. So it's similar to real caviar, like when you put real caviar in your mouth. That's so good. That is so good. I can sit here and eat this whole jar. Well, you don't want to freeze this stuff. You know, it comes in a pasteurized jar. Once you open it, it has a shelf life for 3 months. But if you don't open it, it's like how you store your mayonnaise. If you don't open it, it's got a shelf life until November of 2027. So it is something that you could buy and put on the shelf and eat it when you're craving it. But for health reasons, you should be eating this 2 to 3 times a week, serving at an ounce serving. So one of these jars a week is highly recommended for the health benefits, you know, to get the benefits actually from the product. It has a high source of vitamin A and C. It's got minerals like calcium and magnesium and iron, and it also supports thyroid health. So it's natural, it's rich in iodine, and that's what's needed for the thyroid. You want to make sure that one of these jars a week is highly recommended to boost your immune system. It reduces inflammation. It really fights. It fights it. I have glaucoma, and when I eat this, I can feel the seaweed fighting my glaucoma. It's like so awesome. It's like so awesome. See, I'm not a diabetic yet, okay? And I'm not trying to be one because I'm eating and preventing it with the cure, prevention. Prevention is always the cure. If you can prevent something, that's the cure. But my mother and my grandmother both had diabetes. My grandmother lost her foot to complications stemming from the diabetes. So this is why this project is really important to me. I'm trying to make sure that other diabetics can learn from things that I would tell them if they were alive today, because they're gone. So I can't go to my grandmother and say, Grandma, eat this, because I would have her eat it 3 times a week. She would have a jar every week. But like I said, she's not, so I'm going to tell your grandma about it, okay? It's low in calorie, so you don't have to worry about getting fat eating it. You know, you're going to get fat eating the bellinis. You know, you're not going to get fat from eating the seaweed itself. That's why I put it on the potatoes. I put it on, you know, vegetables, things that you can eat a lot of without getting fat. You know, vegetables are things that you can just eat in abundance and don't have to worry about getting fat. You know, it's an antioxidant, the product. Um, it combats the radicals, the potential things that cause the chronic diseases. You know, so you want to consume the product. You want to consume it. It's actually good for skin. It promotes skin health. So, like I said, I'm alternative medicine. I went to spa school and everything. Putting this on your face is awesome sauce. This is awesome sauce on your face. It's anti-aging. It'll minimize the wrinkles and everything. Okay. Conditioners for your hair. You know, putting this inside your conditioner. You know, so and even getting the deep conditioning oil and mixing some of the caviar and putting it, applying it to your hair, sitting under the dryer for a little bit, or just walking around doing your daily activities. You know, you know how you would get up and clean up the house. Well, do it with the conditioner in your head, and make sure you mix it with the seaweed caviar. Make sure. Make sure you do that for me. So then I don't have to feel like all this good information that I'm giving you is going to waste. Because see, they don't want you to know it. They're in the business of you getting sick. Okay? They're in business. The doctors, the hospitals, they're in business for sick people. Consuming this stuff is like eating that apple a day to keep you away from the doctor. A jar a week will keep you from the doctors. Just eating a jar of this a week. Let me see. You'll notice it's great for mental health. It helps fight depression. It helps fight anxiety. I'm telling you, this is a wonder drug. And you know why I call it a wonder drug? Because this product right here is FDA approved. It's seaweed. Seaweed is regulated and approved by the FDA. So this is natural. This is a natural supplement, is what I call it, for somebody with glaucoma, diabetes, cancers, even fertility. Let's say you're having problems with conceiving children because you got your husband might have low sperm count. Once a week, you get him to start eating one of these once a week. It will help boost that sperm count so you guys can get that baby you've been wanting. Or same thing if it's vice versa for you. This will help boost your reproduction system so you can have that baby, you know? And then you get your baby on it. And then you start them young so that they'll know that this is good stuff to keep them healthy. Keep them out the doctor's office. So. Oh, and there's, like I said, it's a great appetizer. Or it can be used as a main dish. Like I said, by putting it could be the entree. You put it on top of your spaghetti. You put it on top of pizza. You can put it on top of, on my site, I'm pairing, like I said, I go to different restaurants and I pair the caviar with restaurant favorites, like Lee's Vietnamese sandwiches. You know, all you do is you go and you can put this on top of the pate. You can put this on top of the ham or the chicken, and just add it. Just add it to whatever you're eating. Start adding this product to it. And then that's a way of consuming the caviar. Trust me, you'll thank me for this introduction. You will thank me for this introduction. Because like I said, I've been researching it for several years. You've seen me post about the fish eggs and informing you. Well, like I said, not everybody can afford that, you know, because it's expensive to some people. But there's some people, money's not an object. That's why you see the rich people eating this all the time, because it's healthy. It's really not luxury eating. It's necessity. This is a necessity. Mm, 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 mm. I can't help it. I love it. You can tell on my face how this is a natural reaction, not some actor. I'm actually, like I said, an alternative healthcare practitioner who fell in love with it. So it's easy for me to tell you about this because I believe in it. I believe in the product. I believe it can help you. It's helping me. So if it's helping me, sharing it with you, like I said, today is a free taste. Like I said, I'm only here to 12 o'clock, but I also made it a business that you can have a free seaweed caviar taste event. And I would come and I would offer your guest a taste just to see if it's something that they're interested. I'd bring my chair, do some chair massages. I, I, I would also bring a deck of cards and we can play Casino War. So like right now, how we're waiting for people, we could be playing Casino War. We could be getting a chair massage. And we can make this in the form of an event, and I can come out to your house. I can give you a 3-hour event where there's taste, chair massages, and some Casino War. How does that sound? Sounds pretty good, huh? Sounds awesome. Told you I felt awesome today. So I was Googling innovative practices for diabetics right now, and AI has jumped in. AI is in everything right now, everything. And right now, AI is, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Innovative techniques used for diabetics.
Technology for better control. This includes systems that automatically adjust insulin, like hybrid closed-loop systems, and continuous glucose monitors for real-time tracking. Also, artificial intelligence and other technologies aim for personalized and precise treatments. For medical advice or a diagnosis, consult a professional.
And I always would recommend you to go see a doctor. Like I said, I'm a more of a support system. I'm part of the treatment team. But if you need to get diagnosed with anything, I recommend you go see a doctor. See, I'm first step. I'm like the first responder. I give you a session of reflexology. I find that there's some stagnant energy in those areas for like your diabetic stuff. And then I would tell you right then and there, I think you should go see a doctor. I'm receiving a lot of stagnant energy and it could cause problems for you. So why don't you go see your doctor? Have him check you out. And I'm not going to be wrong because when you get there, your doctor's going to find what I'm finding by doing the palpations on you. So it's my passion. It's my passion. I fell in love with all of this. What? How many years ago? Since 2011. Since 2011. So I love what I do, and I like to show you that I care about you too by sharing the information that I find. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm just going to sit and just let the vibration of that seaweed caviar that I just tasted just do its thing. Reducing inflammation. Like I said, I have glaucoma. So those 2 bites that I just took, they're fighting, they're combating. They're combating all those things in me that shouldn't be there. And I want you to get some so it can combat whatever's inside of you. Now, that's some good stuff. A lot of people use it with some cream, top it with a Bellini with cream, chives, shallots. I like it, let me tell you, I like it with cottage cheese. I like it, I can get some cottage cheese. I put this on top of the cottage cheese with a little green onion. I get a bag of Doritos and I use it as a dip. And it's so yum. It is so yum. It is so yum. And that could be the next appetizer at your party. You know, chip and dip. Just get some cottage cheese, put the seaweed caviar on top of it, sprinkle a little green onions, and put some tortilla chips around. Or they do kettle chips too. I'm my 8 potatoes. I'm gonna introduce wasabi potato chips. I'm gonna do homemade potato chips from a farmer's market, and I'm gonna do wasabi chips to go with this. I think that'll pair really nice. I found seaweed oil pairs really nice with this because I do ramen, and I put ramen noodles. I make myself a nice ramen, but I chill the noodles like bun. Are you familiar with that Vietnamese dish called bun? Well, I eat it cold. I boil my ramen noodles like normal, and then I chill them. And then I add the seaweed caviar to it with some julienne cut carrots, cucumbers, add a little sesame seed oil, and it is yum. It is so yum. It is so yum. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to thank me because you're going to be able to eat that medicine that your body really needs. It's like when people do castor oil, what do? They do like this, right? They do like this, right? Well, you don't have to do that with this. I've found a yummy way to consume this. And I'm still researching yummy ways by going to our favorite restaurants and finding things on the menu. Like, I love the Waldorf Astoria in Las Vegas. I go to the Sky Bar there, and I get their Parmesan fries. And then I say, can I get a side of sour cream? And then I stir stuff like this in it. And I use it for my dip for my Parmesan fries. It's so good. But you know, you don't have to be all fancy pants like me. It's just in me to be fancy pants. I go to Red Lobster. I order their loaded mashed potatoes with the lobster on it. It's a few dollars. It's a few dollars for that dish. And then you throw some of this Paramount caviar on top of it, the seaweed. Yum, 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 yum. Seriously, I've been doing that. See what other places I've been going, and eggs. I go to the Denny's. I ask them to scramble my eggs soft, and then I put the caviar on top, so I can get it in for my breakfast, start my day off right, but you know, get my mood right and everything with the caviar. Seriously, you can go to Denny's and tell them you want some scrambled eggs, and then you bring your jar, and yeah, boom. Or even at home, scramble you some eggs and put that on there. Yummy goodness, yummy goodness, yummy goodness. Hot dogs. And if you are a vegan, you can get those Beyond Meat hot dogs. But if you're like me and you like a good beef Nathan hot dog, okay, chop this on there, put some mustard on it. Ooh, good, so good, so good, so good, it's so good. Um, Mussels, you know, for dynamite mussels. You know, you got the red caviar to substitute. You know, they typically use Tapico, or they'll use a trout roe, the fish, because Tapico is a fish too, and people don't want to eat the fish eggs. Well, this is a great substitute and gives you that same texture. The difference is you're not eating baby fish. You're eating seaweed. And you'll fall in love. Vegans, you're gonna love me. You're probably already eating caviar, but let me tell you, totally different. Like I said, this product is what's preferred by Michelin chefs. So I only want to make sure I introduce you to the best, to the best. And this is the best product. It's the best product. Like I said, Emerald can't be wrong. Eric Rupert can't be wrong. You know, these are chefs that use these products. You guys watch them on all these cooking shows. You go to their restaurants. Well, when you see the caviar, they're using the products from these people. The best. The best. The best. And they're not paid, endorsed people for the product. They're just quality chefs that want to use the highest quality when they're plating. And this is it. And I said, well, we want it for healing. And it's affordable. And it's affordable. So contact me. Contact me. Like I said, I got charged right now for about with domestic shipping. I've got charged for $30. I'm just a little bit cheaper than they are. It's so funny. They gave me their product, but then I'm undercutting them. I'm undercutting them, and it's the same. It's the same stuff, but you're getting it from me, and I priced it a little bit cheaper for necessity eating instead of feeling like is that past the great proponent? You know, I wanted you to feel like, you know, like this is something that Ada says we should eat this. And if Ada says we should eat it, we should eat it for necessity purposes, not for luxury purposes. So I'm gonna say that's it for now. I wanted to let diabetics know you need this stuff. You need this. You need to eat this to help regulate your insulin, because that's what this product does. And I want to say thank you for joining me. It was my pleasure. And I'll see you at the next event, which I'm promoting right now, is National Seaweed Caviar Day. It's March 30th. So you want to make sure you either order a jar from me or you go to a restaurant that serves it and have yourself some goodness. Until next time.